Okay, we are recording. It is election day, and this is Sifu David Akrish with Black Dragon Modern Combat, where tradition becomes evolution. And the whole point of that is that moving forward with our thoughts and ideas on close quarter combat, staying realistic, staying real. By the way, I hope everybody voted. Vote your conscience, as they say, whatever the heck that means. But I did. Today was actually the first day of voting on election day because I always vote early. So, anyways, but we made it. So cool. New subscribers, we've hit 60. And honestly, each and every one of you means so much to me. I don't know you, I haven't heard from you, doesn't matter. You've subscribed to my channel, so it's very heartfelt, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart and the top of it in the middle. And so today is number 19 on 20 key principles of the Mook Jong. It's almost hitting in the 30s here, so it's funny, when I started it was like in the hundreds doing these videos, and then but anyways, that's how the world works, well, most of it. And so this isn't something I'm going to do on the Mook Jong, but it's another kind of mental fortitude, aptitude, whatever, innertude, and attitude. And so it is on connectivity. So what does that even mean? So many of these ideas are, I think a lot of people just want to learn how to do something and move and all that, and fine. We'll get into that maybe, but with the stick, with the Filipino martial art, stick, baton, weapon training. So I have that done. Actually, I finished it. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to do them out here. I don't care if it's snow. It's supposed to snow here on Friday, whatever. The show must go on. So I always train. I train every freaking day. And I like training outside. I used to think, I got to be inside where it's warm and there's pictures on the wall and all that. And it's like, no, not really. So this is part of my, for me, is reality. Hands might be a little bit cold. Hitting the Mook Jong kind of hurts a little more. So, whatever. So I hope everybody's doing really well. And connectivity kind of comes from my, it really is about connecting your body as one, or maybe think of like a whip or a chain, and you're leashing the chain out and it's lashing it out and it's going and or just staying connected as one whole piece. And a lot of Tai Chi, the Tai Chi idea of moving with your back, same with Kendo in a lot of ways, of moving with as if there's a pole from the top of your head down through your rest of your, I don't want to say where, between your private area, straight down, and a lot of other systems too. So I just bring up the Chinese because that's mostly what I do, at least on this point, but I don't know, I just do. So, but Tai Chi is huge about that, and even Qigong, doing a Qigong meditation, you want to set your body up correctly, and then do whatever you're going to do, the meditation or the type of breathing movements and all that. And so, but when you're moving, if you're just training, again, this is more of a conscious awareness of doing something. Is your whole, one of the Bruce Lee movies, you got to put your hip into it, and it's your whole body, whatever you're doing, connected as one, or like I said, the chain movement. There's kind of different ways to think of it and do things. I was watching a decent video on where, and I didn't agree with it, but where it was a Wing Chun, it was a Wing Chun video guy, and he was good in a lot of ways, but then there's things I just don't, and so, but he's talking about all your weight in the back foot, and it's the only way you're going to get power through the your punch and whatever you're doing. And I'm like, well, maybe not. So much. Again, one of the schools that was a non-classical Wing Chun, really a combat school. I bring it up all the time. We did all kinds of lead foot fencing ideas, and I say it comes from fencing because it comes down the lineage from Bruce Lee and from I was going to say Yi Chun, but Jeet Kune Do ideas, and and so it's more from weight of a weight shift, and so weight shift is maybe some of you know, it's the ability to shift your weight from, we'll just say from one foot to the other, and using your weight, which most of us, even someone who doesn't weigh that much, has a pretty good amount of weight ability to, but if you connect that, or if you shift that weight and connect it into, say, a simple strike, there's so much that you'll get out of it instead of just using your, maybe even just your waist or your upper body or just an arm and all that. And I advocate for all of it to train, and I've already talked about this, train where you are not moving at all, and moving your body, turning your waist, and because maybe you just don't have time to do that, and maybe that's just how it is in a moment, and of whatever adversity, and so, but it doesn't mean you can't connect mentally or consciously or chi or metaphysically, however you want to. My wife's gonna bring the dogs out. She was kind enough to go back inside because this is raw and unedited, and that's how I do things here. So, so where was I? Oh, that you're, even if you're just doing something, let's say sitting down, you have to stop something, crack someone, whatever it is. Okay, I don't get into this to that. So maybe someday, but I get pretty upset about people telling you this is the only way and that's what you do, and this is like, nah, I call it the kind of the laundry list. And actually, what I should call it is the dirty laundry. It doesn't, because you don't know, and so you need to have the open mind. And all right, let me not go down that tangent. So, so even if you're going to, someone's bugging you and you're eating your McDonald's burger, whatever, something, and they're trying to mess with you, and you don't have the ability to move and turn and get into a stance and do all your, and so, but you can still feel the groundedness and the connectivity through your body. You could say electrical charge, electrical energy that could be in your mind, a consciousness training as much as it is a physical. And that's, that goes into the internal martial arts, external martial arts. They're all kind of the same. It's how you train and how you see things and how you, one of my videos, visualize. And so all these, again, all my ideas are kind of, they're overlapping, but it's the same tree, but it's different branches coming off it, but it's still kind of the same fruit, same tree. Hey, I'm gonna do something really quick. Honey, will you pick up Mango? Come here. I want to show you my dog, both my dogs. I don't even know if you can see. Leia's here. We can't pick her up, but she is gonna pick. Wow. Oh, there's Mango. So yes, we're breaking for station identification. Oh, here he is. Here's Mango. His real name is Mango Tango. He's a little camera shy. And we're lifting Leia. Leia, oh, there's Leia. Leia's a kind of American Pit Bull, and we think Mango is Chihuahua and Wiener Schnitzel. Anyways, he was we rescued him because he came into our backyard and we couldn't find him a home, and we kept him, and Mango's awesome. There's Tia taking the doggies out. And Mango wants to go. So there's Mango. Hello. Hey. Okay, it's a little sweetheart. There he goes. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so yeah, so hey, here's a public whatever announcement. Rescue a dog if you get a chance. Dogs are amazing. The family loves them. If you're alone, they take some work, but rescuing a dog, they'll love you so much and bring so much joy into your heart and life. And it's a pretty powerful thing. So all we do is rescues, and anyways, dogs are amazing, and they're just loving. And when you're feeling like crap or you're down, they'll lick you, they'll kiss you, they'll make you whatever. And if they're not feeling good, you take care of them and you feel good about yourself. And so they're wonderful. So, wow, is that off topic? Anyway, so that's what I do. Connectivity. So mentally connecting, feeling as your bones, your nervous system, your tissue, your sinews, even if you're doing isolated move, still in your mind, you can do a connectivity thought or connectivity consciousness or awareness. And so, but even in moving, just doing a movement and moving and feeling from the ground, from the earth, heaven, everything connected in between, and that gets a little deeper into sense of Chinese philosophy stuff, but is that you're moving as one, and that's another thing. You're moving as one unit, and it makes a huge difference. It's amazing, and so that's just, again, it's not anything I can't show you. I've shown it in ways that, because I do it all the time, because I've just done it for a long time, decades, and so I keep it in as part of the pie, part of the pieces, where it's an unconscious thing instead of very conscious. Or am I connecting? So a lot of it is through forms and katas. Will make your connectivity stronger, of course, and it's not the only way, but it does. Tai Chi does. I'll be honest with you. Tai Chi is actually really hard if you're doing it correctly, and you're in a grounded stance, and as you're moving and you're going very slow, so you feel the whole idea of going slow isn't because you go slow and it's just metaphysical, and no, it's you're feeling all pieces put together. We did a puzzle last night. It's like all the puzzle pieces are together as one as you're moving through. So even if you do a little Tai Chi or learn like one of the shortest forms, you can, there go the dogs. And the wife. If you do even the shortest form, it's very good for you. It's very healthy. It opens the chi. It opens blockages. Blah blah blah. Chinese medicine wise, but it will. And I'm not telling you to do it, but I can give you kind of an idea that it will, I believe, help whatever you're doing, whatever system you're in, because you slow down enough to see where's there a blockage, or I'm kind of not balanced, or whatever it is. I'm not grounded, and I'm not connected. And I realized, wow, I'm really not connected. I'm just doing this, and this hand's over here. I don't know what this hand's doing, and so it's kind of Tai Chi is. I just thought this through here it's because we're not dumb, but combat is difficult. But we are kind of a lot of times unaware of who we are and how we're moving, and this brings a awareness. It clears the mirror or the window, and you go, wow, that leg is weak, or that my stance is off. I'm always, and so that can be corrected. But if you go fast, and this part of one of the videos, structure versus speed. I saw somebody do a video on structure and speed or something. I'm like, I wonder if he's watching my videos. And because I invented that. And if you go slow enough, it's one thing is very difficult, but it's powerful. And let me just tell you, Tai Chi is combat. It's not, and I've said this before, it has all these incredible attributes of health, but is it just for that, to lower your blood pressure or your cholesterol or clear your mind? No. It's nice that it does all that, because then it makes you healthier, and when you're healthier, your skills in combat and your mind and your consciousness and your ability and clarity is stronger. And so it's just, but super hard. In one schools where I taught the Kung Fu class and in Tai Chi, I sweat way more. And you think, oh, you're moving, and you're kicking, and you're doing forms, and we're doing combat drills and all that. It was nothing compared to the Tai Chi class. It's I call it an internal sweat. It's like, whoa. If you're doing it correctly, it's powerful. It's difficult and very strengthening. And but staying on topic, it will connect all the pieces together, and there's these things called Jing, and Jing is kind of essence, but it's internal energy, you could say. And if you really get into Tai Chi and read, there's all these different types of Jings, and releasing, taken from a Jing where you take from your opponent and rolling and all this stuff. It's absolutely amazing, and you can spend a lifetime and go crazy with that if you wanted to, or you could take some of those ideas. And I have a paper, and that's great, that lists all the Jings, and it's like, we haven't thought this stuff through. But if you apply those, and the only way that you can apply those and understand them is through the full connectivity of the body, mind, spirit, whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of today's talk, and it's number 19. So wow, number 20 is coming up. Number 20, again, this is all this. I forgot what the name is when you're overlapping circles. All this stuff is overlapping circles, and number 20, final, is really mental intent. So it's another one I'm not really doing it. I've done a lot on it, and I'll do more. The tiger stuff I'm gonna do all in the Mook Jong, but mental intent, and that's a pretty potent one. And so we'll talk about that. So that would be another just sit down talk, fireside chat. Even though it's freaking freezing. So I'm gonna get back to my training. I hope you're doing your training. Be careful what you watch. Today, yes, I watched something that was just ridiculous, and I'm gonna do this video on predicting. And if you can predict that, then you should be a multi-billionaire, because you can predict how life and everything's going. It's ridiculous to really think you can predict and who's gonna attack you. And oh man, I'm here to break that vase, and it's just dumb. And I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion, is you cannot predict. You don't know who's got a knife. I had a kid, when I was a paramedic for 15 years, I've had stuff pulled on me. I've seen, and not just there, I worked in Seattle, and like downtown, and you don't know who's carrying what. There's psycho. You have no idea how someone's going to react. They're all nice, and suddenly they're doing something. You don't know how they're going to move. You don't know their level of skill. You don't know anything. And so all possibly is yourself. And so that's what this is about. It's like, this is about it's like being sharpening a knife, and be as sharp as you possibly can, and then maybe you'll cut where you need to cut. And so, but you just don't know. And I saw this one thing, and I'm like, and the answer to the question was so complex that you'd have to train 8 hours a day, and there's no way. It's just, maybe the person means well. Sometimes I think they're just trying to create content to create content. And so what I'm saying is, whatever, that anyone's going to do what they're going to do. It's not my business. I might comment on it, but what I'm saying to you, from this channel, from my heart, from my years, if you're new here, I've been doing self-defense, karate, all that, for taekwondo. I've Salat, the whole whatever, this kitchen sink. 57 freaking years. I'm going into my 58th year here, and I'm going strong. And I'm telling you, and I've done stuff. I didn't just hide in a hole and I'm just trying to preach. I'm really not. But you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. And then to show something that's so difficult, convoluted, that you'd have to be highly skilled. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And then to say, this is the only person, mostly it's going to be a person with no skill. You don't know that. You don't know that. People are doing stuff all day long. You just don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And an unskilled person can totally co-cock you, or what do you call it, a sucker, you don't, or just pull a knife. Oh, I was going to say that there was a kid, and when I went to San Francisco, and he pulled out a pen, and he sharpened it to it was like a prison thing. And I'm like, holy shit. And he was just so young. He was young, maybe 12, 13. He said, I'll just shove this in your ear. And I'm like, wow, well, that's reality right there. So that's where I'm at. I'm grounded in reality. It's like, so, keep up your movements, keep up your clarity, your ability, and it's more about you than trying to predict what you can't. I always tell people, it's like driving, and are you going to predict how many times you're going to hit the gas or the brakes? Sure. How many you're going to, that how many cars are going to pull in front of you, and whatever, just anything, change lanes. People are crazy here, by the way, drivers, and you don't know. And so how can you predict that? How can you predict the movement of, we have hummingbirds here and the way they move, and it's like how many times they move left or right? You don't know. That's, to me, it's the same thing. All you can do is increase your abilities. And if there's people who haven't you're watching the video, but you really haven't trained, then the stick thing is coming up, and I'm going to give you some ideas around it, but it's up to you to open your mind and flourish in that way, or find a school. But I'm really happy to just get you started and just get you training and picking up a stick. It's fun, it's good for you, and it creates well, I'm going to get into that with one of the videos, why train with weapons. And so, of course, I haven't answered that. And okay, so election night, hope whoever you voted for, well, no, I don't hope everybody who you voted for. Okay, so I hope the the person I voted for wins. That's all I care about. So anyways, have a nice evening, and so have a nice election night. Whatever happens, it's going to happen, and it's kind of it's kind of like what I'm talking about. You don't know. You really don't know in the end what's going to happen. So, but we'll do our best, and but it's too late to vote. But I hope you voted, and that you're having a nice evening, and whatever happens, we'll still all be okay. We'll make it the next day. We'll make it through the years, and we'll come back. Hopefully, come back to be better and stronger, and be a free country, free as much as it is, and lead people. But we have to lead within ourselves, and that's super important, to be really good people. And I'll tell you a little quick story. We were at a restaurant today, and we don't go out that much, but went to a great restaurant. They make everything by scratch, which is amazing here in New Mexico. Love this place. It's called The Range. And so these people were just flaunting their political views at the restaurant, and they were drinking, and they were just being really kind of jerks. And that's not the way to be. Do what you do, be happy with what you do, with the decision you make, but don't make a spectacle of yourself and try to hurt other people. It's bad karma. It's just bad form, and it's not a good thing. So I'm always kind, as much as I can be, and I am. And even if I'm having a bad day, by the way, always be nice to your waiter or waitress or server person, and boy, they'll be nice to you. And I've made friends with a lot of people here who you get to know at the restaurant, and the guy says anything you want, anytime, and it's like wow. And just a wonderful guy that weighed in on us today, and he's done it a couple times. But you're jerk to somebody that, I don't know, they're still going to do their job and get their tip or whatever. But there's no need to be rude or aggressive. I've been with people, and you go out and they're rude and they think these people are slaves. I'm like, wow, and they're not my friends anymore. They're gone. I don't deal with that crap. Why? Because it's not who I'm going to hang out with. I'm not going to be associated with that kind of nonsense. But these people today were being really nasty, and I'm like, whatever, But it made it not so fun to be there, and I don't know. So that's life. Anyways, I'm a big boy. I can take it. But you're going out. You're with your wife. You're relaxing, and you want to have a good time. You don't want to hear all this bullshit. Yeah, I swore. See, I've tried to not swear all this time, but I'm going to call these people. Okay, so that's the end of that. Wow, under 30 minutes. I could talk some more, but I won't. So The only thing warm right now is my mouth and my face, sort of. So I'm going to get back to what I'm doing. Take care. And thank you, everybody, for the likes and the subscribes. And one thing, I'm going to, so the tiger stuff's coming up, and then the stick. So if you're new, so I'm going to do 3-part tiger series. The Iron Black Tiger Training. This is not beginner stuff. And then, but I'm going to do it, and I just want to show it. And then I think I'm going to, when we get into the class, Tia's coming up pretty soon here around Thanksgiving, and we're going to do the, I'm going to try to get it to do more parts than one, but it's astrology and martial arts. It's really cool. So we're going to do that. That's going to be super fun. And, but I'll send out the list. I tell you what, if you want the list of stuff, no, because it's going to be in every one, but I'll have it in a full list of the movements of the stick training, and I'm glad to send it to you, but you got to contact me. So you can contact me at Sifu at blackdragonmoderncombat.com. You can write me, comment, in the comment section, which nobody does. I feel all alone. And, send me your email or get a hold of me, and then I'll send you, whatever. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's the information technology world. So, but then I could send you, if you want a listing of it, so then you go, okay, I have it all in one piece. I'll send you a PDF, and then you can have it that way. So that's about it. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.